The brain actually doesn't know the difference or can't tell the difference between what you're imagining and what you're actually doing. I would sit with patients while they were getting chemo treatments and infusions, and I would take them through a visual imagery of actually imagining the treatment killing in an aggressive way the cancer cells.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of research behind that. Being able to visualize your body working with whatever the treatment is, or sort of imagining it do what you want it to do, is not only powerful for the brain and helps you get through something that is really tough, and there's a lot of significance in that, but also it physically can change the way your cells receive the chemistry.
Yeah. Most of us were taught that optimism means staying upbeat, thinking good thoughts, and pushing away anything painful or uncomfortable. But that version of optimism is unrealistic, emotionally draining, and often leaves us feeling like we are failing at life.
Our modern society and modern world, constantly and chronically imagining worst case scenario and ruminating about that is not helpful to our survival anymore. And so actually the opposite is necessary for thriving. And there's been a ton of research done on people that score higher on optimism levels. They get sick less often. They bounce back from common respiratory viruses very quickly. Optimistic people are more productive. They're more desirable and likable. So across the board, there is just so many reasons. And it's not just like happiness. It's very particular to optimism.
My guest today, Dr. Deepika Chopra, known as the Optimism Doctor, has spent more than a decade studying what optimism really is. Her new book, The Power of Real Optimism, breaks down the science behind resilience, joy, emotional strength, and the habits that help us stay grounded when life feels anything but easy.
People can want something 10 out of 10. They can want. But their expectation, do you expect this is actually going to happen, is like a 4. And unless we do the work to close that gap of the 10 and the 4, your brain is probably not working for you to get there with the solutions. You don't always get what you want, but you most likely always get what you expect.
Oh my gosh.
And we can change the expectation, and one of the best ways is through visual imagery.
Wow.
Because once your brain has seen something, it now understands that it's a possibility.
In this conversation, we talk about why toxic positivity makes stress worse, how awe and micro habits calm an overwhelmed mind, and why naming your emotions honestly is one of the strongest psychological tools you have. Are some brains born more pre-wired for negativity and more resistant to optimism than others?
Great question. I think a lot of people